Today, I am being channeled to talk about change and growth and acceptance. So, everyone has a different perspective on everything. So even the word change, everyone took it in a way that was based off their experiences that they've had. So when I say change, it's going to mean something different than it does mean to me. And so that's important when we talk about change. And what's really needed to be understood about change is that change is growth. Change is saying that we are no longer accepting fear, that we are allowing the unknown to happen in our lives. So, what that looks like is accepting that something needs to change. So, there's times where, you're like, I'm doing this. This feels good. I am like on the right path. Things are going great. And then, boom. Test. What test are you facing? So that's where focus and recognition comes from. So we get in these tests, and then it makes us go, something doesn't feel right. That's that first recognition. That's that very first recognition of that feeling, that emotion that something needs to change. Because you just go along life, everything's groovy, everything's great, and then you wake up feeling like you've been hit by a bus. And everything around you is challenging you. And then you have that recognition that, what can I learn here? What is this trying to teach me? Because I've got to acknowledge that something is in my life trying to teach me something. Will you listen? And this is where fear comes from. Is this little crash in the road? Is that fear saying, hey, you're doing good. You're doing great. I'm going to throw a car accident in your way. Actually, I'm going to make someone in your life die. What else can we do? Oh, wait, let's just make your money go away. Let's just create all these things that, we are creating, that fear is creating, right? So we're going along the thing and we're all positive, we're all happy, and then, right, boom. Doubt and fear is going to hit you so hard if you allow it. Because it doesn't want you to gain enlightenment. It doesn't want you to get to the other life, the next level. It doesn't want you to reach those goals. That's what doubt and fear is. It's not our friend. It's not our friend at all. But it will disguise itself as your friend. It will. And it will make you think that, no, maybe you're on the wrong path. You were doing so good, something came on the road. It's not about perseverance or strength. It's just because you can't do it. You're just not on the right path. No. And that's where you have to recognize, that's where the discernment comes in. Is this truly what's good for me? Is this doubt and fear trying to get my way? Or is there a lesson of perseverance, patience, trust? And that's what's important with change. Because everybody's on their own path. And we need to remember that. We need to remember that everybody has their own path. And your paths, sometimes they're together, sometimes they're crossroads, sometimes they go head on, sometimes they never cross. And it's because you're meant to be on your path. It's meant to be what you're meant to do. You're created differently. So when I wanted to start this channel, I think I had a dream, or was in like a lucid dreaming state. And the question goes, well, what makes you different? And I was like, well, everything. Everything makes me different. That's the point. I was created to be different. I was created to understand what I'm meant to be doing, what I'm supposed to do. And and I sat there and I was like, oh, I've lost my way, I've lost who I am. I shed that. I allowed myself to grow. I allowed myself to go, no fear, no doubt. No doubt. No diggity. No doubt. I might have sang that song. I had to stop, take a step back. I had to be the student. I had to be the student so that I can continue to be the teacher. It's that give and that receive. It's that flow of it. It's in the flow. And that's what changes. Change is allowing us to ask ourselves, what do we want? Do we need to stop and maybe reevaluate this? Am I doing this for the greater good, or am I doing this for myself? What are all these influences around us that are telling us something different? Because here's the thing, once you accept change, once you accept things, you usually end up on the other side of the unknown, the thing we were so scared of. Oh, I don't know, if I walk through that door, what's on the other side? Well, keep going through the same path, You like it? How's that treating you? Keep getting slivers on that path. Sure, that doesn't feel good. So why not open that door and go to that path? What could go wrong? But what could go right? And so a lot of us, we go through that door and we're like, I'm ready. I am ready to embrace this change. I'm ready to go through these new doors, this new level. I just beat the bad guy on the last level. I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's take all that knowledge that I just took on that last level. Let's bring it. But we don't know what's on the other side. And sometimes we get in experiences that we feel that we should already know, but we weren't taught yet. And that's where it's important to be the student. You go down, open a door, and there's people that's been there. And sometimes they need to teach you so they can move on to their level, and you need to be accepting of being that student. And that is what keeps that give and take flow. That's how we grow, because we learn. We learn from others, but we still have to understand who we are and understand. And so what happens is with change, from negative thinking to positive thinking, behaviors, lifestyles, just beliefs, what happens is we shed a lot of that stuff. We say goodbye to a lot of things that no longer serve us. But then we don't know how to introduce that to the world yet. We're like, well, something's different. I had a different reaction. I don't react the same way as I used to. I'm starting to dress a little different. I'm starting to be attracting a lot of different things. So I know I've grown, and I know I've changed. But who exactly is this version of me? What am I supposed to do with this version of me? I know what not to do. And I remember what I did to get here. There's a lot of positive thinking and a lot of I remember it being really hard and a lot of strength, but now it didn't even seem that hard. Kind of wish I wrote that down. Because when you go into a new experience, the whole point is that it is a whole new door to something that where we get to find the magic in the mundane. We get to find the magic in the little things again. So we all leveled up, and there was nothing left to learn on this level anymore. So we had to be exposed to new experiences, to new thoughts, to new ideas. And if we don't allow ourselves to get uncomfortable, we don't allow ourselves to walk through that door, to talk to somebody, to just look silly in front of people, go crazy, right? Smell your armpit, if someone's looking, you're like, whatever. If we don't allow ourselves to have new experiences, We allow ourselves to keep listening to the same song over and over again. We're missing out on all those new artists, those new music, those new things that teach us. You know, it's crying over spilt milk. It's being able to see an opportunity in those little things. That's the power and magic and the ebb and flow of change. So we walk through that and we realize that we might not know everything yet at this path, but we know there's going to be people that teach us, and there's going to be songs that are guiding us somewhere. And that's where we have to listen to our intuition. We have to know who we are. You know, and everyone's on different levels, all over, all over on different levels. You know, from here, we need to figure out what's best for us and how is that best for the greater good. You know, we got to get out of that ego mindset. So, change. It's okay to not know how to expose yourself to the world yet. It's okay to do introspection, and it's okay to sit in your own energy, in your own mind, and it's okay to ask yourself questions that you may forgot that you knew. But the biggest thing is, it's okay to ask for help. Is that not how you got here in the first place? Did you ask for help? Did you surrender? Did you write down all those things that got you there? Did you take the lessons? What'd you do with it? Did you keep it to yourself? Did you share it with somebody? Did you do service to others? Did you understand unconditional love a little bit deeper? Did you learn that forgiveness is a thing and there's a lot of liberation in that? Did you learn to let go of control? Did you understand that love is the other side of fear? Whatever it may be, it's your life lesson, because people come in mastering things already. Some people come in here for their first experience. Some people come in here repeating the same cycle until they learn it. The comparison is ego. That's that doubt, that's that fear. So when you walk through that door, because you will, you have free will, when you believe that you can, it's amazing what will open for you. Belief is the foundation to everything. Because if you believe you can't, guess what happens? If you believe you can't, guess what happens? That's where free will comes in. So change. Believe in change and believe in the power of what it can do. Not only for you, but for everyone that you cross paths with. For every smile you give to the world, all those smiles you get back in ways you didn't know could happen. You know, it's limitations. Makes us say, hey, let's be in this box, and we expose ourselves. Say we're all in a little box, and we all think negative. Our whole box will be filled with negative energy. We are in a box that's positive. The whole box is going to be positive energy. What are you filling your box with? Is it good thoughts? Is it positivity? Are the struggles? Can you see the light at the end of the tunnel? Because fear is going to try to make you not see the light at the end of the tunnel. But I can reassure you that when you put effort into trying, that will come back. And the control of how it comes, when it comes, what it looks like, what it smells like, what it tastes like, it's not for you to worry. We release that. We trust. It's the unknown. because you have experienced the unknown. It's how you got where you are. The unknown became comfortable. So, with change comes growth. Because the way I see it, sometimes listening to the song 15,000 times, the lyrics and how you feel and the experience you have just still changes. So even if you have to do the cycle over and over again, you hear a word different. You're still learning every side of it. Then when you decide to change the song, you hear a different part. Same voice, same singer. But you see a different perspective. And then when you're ready, you change the CD. And when you change those artists and you change those experiences, you fall in love again with the unknown, with the magic, with the change. So, I leave you that. It's beautiful. The gratitude for gratitude. Much love and light to you all. Remember, the foundation to life is the belief that we